Good morning, everyone. I am live. I'll just move my camera a little bit to the right. Whoops, it's a bit wobbly. Go that way. All good? No, we'll go back this way a little bit. Perfect. Good morning, everyone. I'll just make sure everything's in order. Good morning, Kelly, and good morning, Marianne. Nice to have you on. Just wait a little minute to get a few on. I'll go through my little intro, but not as much as I... Good morning, Sandy. Oh, I don't know what that lady's talking about. I'll get back to her after. Someone said something about being hacked. I'm not sure what she's referring to. Good morning, Fahia. Nice to have you on. Corinda, hello. Good morning. Thanks, Corinda. I love my garden. I haven't been out there as much as I'd like because I'm in the middle of organising this retreat and we've had lots to do. And my hubby's away for another couple of weeks. He's been away for a few weeks already. Back, I think, about the 8th of October. So I've got my son-in-law coming over on Tuesday to mow the lawn. It just needs a little bit of a tidy up, so he can do that. Good morning, Heather. Lovely to have you on. Yes, it's beautiful here too. Not too hot yet. It's supposed to get hot through the week, but that doesn't bother me. I don't mind the heat. It'll be hot out where you are too. Good morning, Jenny and Joan and Debbie. Nice to have everyone on. Lots of familiar names there too. Hello, Heather. I think I saw Sandy on there before. Did I see Sandy? Yes, Sandy. The video that you saw the other day, my apologies for that. I wish this lady would. Don't know what she's talking about. Yes, it's my YouTube video that I do each week, and I schedule it for Monday mornings at 9 a.m. and I do a few in advance so they're all there ready to go. And I did it late in the afternoon the day before, and I got up and a few people had commented on it and had given me a like on it. And I thought, that wasn't, I've scheduled that, and it was supposed to go up on the, I think it's the 6th of October. So I quickly got in and scheduled it, which I did, and I know I did it. It's just routine what I do. And so I scheduled it for the 6th, so, and then that way it postponed the video until the 6th. So anyone that saw it won't see it now because it's gone. It's not gone, but it's scheduled. And the PDF's the same. It was already scheduled and it stayed there. So it will come up on the 6th of October. Apologies for that. It's the Aperture card. It's an easel card as well, which I've done the video for. A few people asked for it a while ago. Actually, they asked for one that doesn't have the big cutout piece in the centre. So keep an eye out on the 6th for that card because I'm happy with the way it turned out and it's quite easy to do. Thank you for that. I'm back there. Where am I? There's some more comments down here. Good morning, Heather Partridge, and Joy, and Shari, and Beverly, and Lynn. Hello, Lynn Neal. I'll see you on Wednesday. Good morning, Sharon. Yes, thanks, Sandy. Apologies for that. And that did do that once before I scheduled it, but it was through the day and straight, because normally I check it, but because it was late in the afternoon, I didn't check. And the last one I did check and I quickly scheduled it before anyone else saw it. So it just happened to be overnight that night and a lot of people saw it. Good morning, Carol from South Australia. Visit for my daughter's birthday. Very nice. South Australia is a lovely place. Actually, my hubby's coming back that way My brother and my hubby have been across the Nullarbor. They're over in Western Australia at the moment. They're leaving there today, and they'll be back Wednesday week, hopefully. Good morning, Beth. Good morning, Gay. I'll get started. There's lots of ladies on. As you know, my name is Laura Stranks, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. This group is not exclusive to Stampin' Up. It's more about sharing your projects, whether it be Stampin' Up products or not. So don't feel that you have to use Stampin' Up products. My YouTube video is more for Stampin' Up. I won't worry about my Facebook page. If you're watching at the moment, you're in my group. So if you do see any, or if you invite anyone in, make sure that they answer the 2 questions that there are, why they wish to join, and also that they agree to the rules. If they don't answer the questions, they'll get a notification back to say they haven't, and they need to go back in and answer the questions. Maybe they need to go onto their iPad or PC to see the questions. I know there was a lady the other day, I think she was at work, I think, and tried about 3 times on her phone, and I kept sending back the notification. And eventually she got home from work, and she must have done it on her computer, and she answered the question, so it did go through. So I know it works. Also, the name of this group is called Laura's Craft Room Tips and Tutorials. Now, in the Files tab in this group, I'll just go through a few things for anyone that's new on here. In the Files tab, there's all the PDFs for these cards and lots more. I know, I can't think of the lady's name. She's down in Melbourne. I've gone blank. She put a PDF in there for the other day. So if anyone's got PDFs they wish to put in the Files tab, you're welcome to do that. It will help all the other members if they like the card that you've designed. It may not be one that I've done before. So feel free to put your PDFs in there, or just type up some little instructions and put them in the post that you put up. My YouTube channel is called Creative Gems. Love you to subscribe. I've got 6,000 odd members, subscribers in there. So hop in there. It's got a nice diamond. Now also with that, I have got a private group. It's called Creative Gems as well. It's for my team members, and a few other honorary members that come to my workshops and classes. So don't request to join that group. It's a private group. My YouTube channel, you're welcome to subscribe to that. So if you try to subscribe to or join the other one, it'll just be rejected because it's not a group for just anyone. So we'll put all that aside. That's the boring bit. Good morning, Evelyn, and good morning, Jan McCord from Sunshine Coast. Very nice. And Mary Stores, hello. Lorraine, hello. Got that sweet today, and it just started a card. Is it the green one? I'm assuming you're talking about this green paper. It's really pretty. I didn't get it at first. It was online. Hello, Carmel. I think I said hello. No, I didn't say hello. There was a couple of others on there that are coming. Good morning, Carmel. Okay, we'll get started. Where am I? This is the card we're doing today, and I've got it in both measurements again. I'll mention at the end of today what I'm doing next week. It'll be a little bit different. So this is what you'll need. It's called a hidden gift card holder. Now I haven't put a gift card in here. I've put my little business card in there, and it slides into a little slot at the side. Easy as to do. This paper, I'll show you the paper. It's got a stamp set and dies that go with it. It's an online paper. It's called Elegant Pine Snowflakes. A few dark patterns in it, but pine cones and all leafy sort of, no flowers, not that I can remember, no flowers, all leaves, and which I don't mind. I like leaves and stuff. A bit of a change from flowers, and that's the paper for that one. That's the one I've used there. And then the one I'm using today is this paper here, my favourite, all-time favourite, Traditions of Christmas. It's in the mini catalogue and it's in a suite. So you get paper, stamp set, dies, ribbon, embellishments, all that sort of thing. So that's the paper. There's not a lot left in this pack. I've got a couple of packs there. But yes, and the paper I'm using is my favourite. I've chosen a pattern that I really like. Sometimes these bigger patterns, now the dies cut out this paper, cuts that image out, and a few other images on the thing. But I've chosen a paper that's not so big because it's just a small piece. If you've got a small piece on your card, try and get a pattern that's not so big. Otherwise, you get the pattern gets lost in the paper. So what we have now, I've put these measurements up on Tuesday. They went into the featured tab, so you can get them there, but they will be in the PDF once I finish the video today. I'll upload this video to YouTube, and the PDF will go into the files tab, so you can get it from there. I'm doing an Australian measurement one. The only difference is the scoring, and then a few obviously the mats are a different size, but I won't go through all. Actually, I'll go through the measurements for the Australian one, and the US one's down here, so you can, but you'll get it all from the PDF. So my base is, and this is a top fold, like a tent fold card, so it'll go that way. Now I normally go this way or that way with a landscape cut. 11.5 by 4 1/8, which is Australian, and then the DSP, which is this piece on the front here, it's 5.5. Oh, not that one. 5.5. Oh, the piece at the side over here, it's 5.5 by 1. That's that one there, and then down here 5.5 by 2 5/8 is the front one. That one there, and where's the other one? Oh, on the bottom of this, I've put a little strip across the bottom here. That's the 2 5/8 by 3/4 of an inch. That's that one down the bottom. My basic white, which is where you can do your little writing bit, 5.5 by 2 5/8, and some scraps cardstock for my decorations. That's the little strip that's going on the bottom, 2 5/8 by 3/4. I've chosen the same paper but 2 different designs, so it just sort of breaks it up a little bit. Then I've got this banner. All the banners that I've used are out of this traditional labels and the greetings, which is this one here. Lots of different shapes. I think I mentioned one other week, I think it's this one here. It does a double cut here, which you've got to be careful when you get it out of the die, because it's a really fine sort of border thing around it, and it does break easily. I'm not sure why they did that. It's not, oh, it's on that one as well, but it's a different border. You'd need to cut it to see what I mean, and that's your stamps that go with it. The stamp set is this one here, this little bows from here, from the dies, and these dies cut out the images on the paper, which is really nice. And then you've got some extra images as well. That's the bow. The bow cuts out in 3 pieces. It's got this top section, and then that, and then the little tiny piece, which I didn't use. I've put a little embellishment there, but you could use that as well. So that's all of the pieces you'll need. Very short and quick and simple today. We'll put that aside, and we'll see who else is on. Hello, Shannon. Yes, Lorraine, I thought it was the green one. Hello, Tina, nice to have you on. I'll see you next Sunday, tomorrow week. Hello from Calgary, Shannon. Diane, hello. Gail, Lotto, hello from California. And another lady from Calgary, Joyce Evans Kernigan. Lovely to have you everyone on. So I shall get my scorer / trimmer, and I'll give you the scoring for both, but this one here will be the scoring for Australian, which is this long piece is just in half at 5 3/4, which is there. and both scoring is on the PDF. 5.5 if you're doing US measurements. The piece for the US is 11 by 4 1/4, so you're scoring at 5.5, which is in half. We will need this for cutting in a minute, so we'll just put that aside. You can fold this like so, and then we're going to do one cut. So you'll need your cutter back and choose whichever, it doesn't matter which way it goes because you can just flip it. I'm going to go this way, and I'm going to cut up here, and you need the left edge, or if you go this way it'll be this down here. I'm going to go this way, and we're going to 1 inch. Is it 1 inch or no, 1 1/4, sorry. I made it a bit wider. Some of them I watched, I did watch this video. I'm going to go on this side because it will be easier to see. Some of them did 1 inch, and I found it was a little bit narrow, and also it gives you a wider strip of DSP down there as well. So put your left edge on 1 1/4 and have your fold down here and the raw edge up here. But I'm going to start. Now, I always find it's easier to start on a score line or whatever's already there. So I'm just lining my trimmer up with that score line across there where I did it halfway, and make sure that's nice and straight, and go up with the left edge on 1 1/4. It doesn't matter which end you use because it's going to go like so. So you can just flip it around whichever way to suit. That's all you need it for. Hello, Jeannie from West Virginia, and Andrea. Nice to have you on. So that's my base, as you can see. Now we can put some decoration on. And we've got this white piece, which we can do. I'll just get my silicone mat. You can tell it's spring. I did as much as I could, deep clean of the house yesterday. Cleaned more than I normally do because it's spring. I bought myself a new set of bed sheets the other day, and I washed them this morning. The others were getting a bit tatty. So just put that little strip along the bottom there, and I've used the same pattern as what I've got down the side here, that same pattern there, just to break it up a little bit. I just find that's a big space to have for writing, and you just need to decorate it a little bit. So there's no mats on this, so it's fairly easy to put your pieces on. This piece is going down here, which is the other pattern, or the second pattern. I don't know which one I'll call design 1 and design 2, but you can work it out. You could use all different designs if you wish. You could use all the same designs. So put a bit of glue on that one, and then line it up down here. You've got a 1/8 inch, whoops, that's not cut to length. We shall cut that one again. I didn't even check that. No, it needs to be longer. We'll just get a little piece and see which one it's from. Didn't even check that. Lucky I noticed it before we went too far. Where's my checkered pattern? There's got to be some in here somewhere. I'll just be a sec when I find the pattern I want. Actually, I think it's in the other. Oh, I'm looking in the wrong pack, no wonder. It's the checkered one, that one. This one, which is this one. We'll cut another piece for that. We'll keep that for another card. Here's the teacher telling everyone the wrong thing. I didn't check my measurements. So we need, where was it? Excuse me. 5.5 by 1. I'll just double check that. The 5 3, yes, 5 1/2, because it's 5 3/4 length, the halfway of the card. We'll go this way. Actually, we'll go this way so it lines up. It'll line up with the pattern that I've already stuck down. And 5 1/2. I don't know what I did the other one at. I did it to the American measurements. I'm pretty sure this is, yeah, that's the Australian one. I've done one, so this one's 5 1/2, which is there. That's the beauty of doing 2 measurements. Don't mix them up. Now we'll start that bit again, just to fill in a bit of time, because this video is going to be very quick. Has anyone ever done that? Have it cut wrong, almost stick it down and realise it's, oh, I've done it again. What have I done wrong? Oh, hang on. I'm doing something wrong here. We'll try again. I can make a card out of that. I'll just measure this. Where's my ruler? That is 5 3/4, so we need 5 1/2. Why am I not cutting it correctly? Bear with me. Teacher's just having an oops. 5 1/2. I'll compare it to what I just cut. Yep, that's better. I've been cutting it at 5 1/4, I think. We'll try that one. Hello, Christine. Mailman arrived. My mailman's coming on Tuesday. Now, we'll double check this before we put glue all over it. That's better. Thanks, Beth. I love my garden. Good morning, Vicky. We're on track now. I'll have to do a card with those other 2 pieces. They're too big pieces to leave aside. Got plenty of glue on this. Look at that. It fits. 3rd time lucky. Little bit of glue there. We can get that off later. So, that's back on track. That piece goes down there. And then this piece will go in here. Like so. I'll double check that, make sure I've cut that the right size. Yes, I have. As I said, doing 2 measurements. Actually, I prefer it where I've split it, because sometimes I used to put Australian, and I think a lady commented on that the other day about putting them separate, because when you put the 2 one after the other, it's a little bit confusing. So now I've put them separate. Some cards you can't always do both measurements. It just doesn't convert to both. You can have a go if you're doing it. And then this piece is just going on the front. But before that, oh no, we can put that one on. We'll do that one next. Don't need my silicone mat. We'll just try not to put glue everywhere. And then that one's going on there. This is not directional paper. If you did use directional paper that you cut, just make sure it's in the portrait position. So that's the front. Now this little pocket at the side, all you need to do, and you don't want too much glue, you're just going to put a little strip at the score line there, down the bottom here, and on this outside edge. I found putting tape, it was a little bit too wide, so just go in here with a little strip down there, as close to the edge as you can get it here, and then across there. And then you can close that down onto there, and you know it's going to fit perfect because it was cut out of there. So just on 3 sides, the outside edge and top and bottom. And it creates a little pocket there. I won't lift it just yet until this is stuck down completely. And then I'll take the card out of this one. You can see that will slide in there, like so, for your gift card, and you can do your writing in there. And that. We'll just give that another little burnish wherever I put my bone folder, which I had, oh, here, right in front of me. Like so. And my greeting, I used one of those dies out of the set, and the little bow, and just for you on there. I've already put some dimensionals on the back. I'll show you the embellishments in a minute that I used. Just use my bin today. Normally I have a little dish here to put my rubbish in. So that's a cute little gift card holder, because coming up to Christmas, actually my daughter messaged this morning, we've got a group chat for our family, and we do Secret Santa every year. And she put up a group message and put, we're doing Secret Santa again. So this will come in handy, because most of the time the family like gift cards that they can go and choose something for themselves. It's really hard to think of a present to whatever value if you don't know exactly what they want. The embellishments on this are these one. These are out of the mini catalogue with that same paper as this. They're called Traditional Sparkling Gems. They're really pretty because they're as flat as, they're just like a glue dot, the width of them, the thickness of them. Lovely colours in it. They go with this paper as well. This, the bluey colour is in some of the paper in this as well. It's not in this pattern, but it's in some of the others. And then you've got the red and the gold and the green. So really pretty embellishments. And there you go, easy as. This was the US measurement one. As you can see, it's a little bit shorter, sorry, and a little bit wider. So that's the 2. That is it. I don't know if anyone had any questions. Really simple, Diane, to do. Nice quick card if you've got multiple gift cards to give out. So that's a good one to do. Next week, I thought I would show you, because at the moment I'm working on retreat stuff. And I've got a couple of little boxes that I've done. And I'd like to show you how to create a box for any size, whether it be a chocolate or anything, a candle, whatever. I did a video years ago on how to make boxes, but I think they were bigger ones to hold cards and bigger gifts. But I found a couple that are just little boxes that you can create really quickly. I did 10 overnight last night, really quickly. They're not hard to do, and you do one, make sure it's okay, and then you do the rest if you're doing multiples. Cute little table gifts for if you're having a get-together for Christmas. So there won't be a PDF there won't be measurements up on Tuesday, as I usually do. I will put a reminder up that I'm doing a live through the week, so watch out for that. But I'll have a couple of different size ones that you can go by, different shapes and stuff. So I hope that works out well. Why are the measurements different for Australia and American? Kelly, our cardstock is different size to yours, and your envelopes are a different size to ours. Our envelopes, I haven't got one handy, our envelopes are a different size, so that card, because it's wider, does not fit. Well, I think your cards fit in our envelopes, but our cards don't fit in your envelopes. And the cardstock is different. When we went to the on stage in March, we were given some packs of paper in our goodie bags, and we sat down and we were making different projects, and I think we had 8 ladies at our table, and we all cut a base for our card and realised that we were given US cardstock, which is a different size. I haven't got a pack handy, so we could only get, when we cut it, we could only get one card out of the US stuff because it was different sizing, whereas we just cut ours in half and it gives you 2 bases for this size. So our cardstock size for this is in Stampin' Up. I'm not sure about any other brands. Our cardstock is different size to US. And so when we do our cards, our standard card is 5 7/8. If you go this way, 5 7/8 by 4 1/8. Whereas yours are 4 1/2 by 5 1/2. I think it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So if that makes sense. Carol, just doing gift card holders for 15 grandchildren looking for a few different designs. This will be handy. You could do 15 in about an hour tops. So you could make them all different patterns, which is really easy to do. Decorate them differently if you want. So I hope that answered your question, Kelly. Where are you? Oh, are you in America or are you Australian? Because if you're in America, that's your card base is a different size, if that makes sense. That's it. I don't think I have anything else to tell you. I've got all my workshops this month. I'll put up a photo of my prepping for my workshop. I've got 18 ladies this month, or not this month, October. 9 on Wednesday, this coming Wednesday, and then the following Sunday I've got another 9. That's a record for me. It took me quite a while, and actually I ran out of white cardstock, so I'm borrowing from my best buddy, crafting buddy. So I'm borrowing some stuff for her because I've completed all the projects that I needed, but the prepping, but I haven't got enough if I want to do something through the week. So got plenty of scrap, but no full sheets. Thank you, Lorraine. Thank you. No, Australian, but curious. Oh, you're Australian. Okay. Yes, that's why. Our card size, a different size. I haven't got an envelope here. I think these would fit in our envelopes, the US size, but ours wouldn't fit in the other one. That's it. I'm going to go and do some, not gardening today, gardening tomorrow. No, candles tomorrow, gardening on Monday. Got plenty to do. I shall catch you all again next Saturday, and I'll show you how to make some boxes. Bye for now.